then at least you say something on governance. So I asked myself, so he has a whole lot of experience.
Yeah.
He is up there. Why is he not coming into full governance?
I think my fear is this, Isami. There's something about governance, getting into full governance, as you put it. We do open a account, no addresses. Because they are in Chasio. It looks so obvious. I didn't know when you say, oh, but they meet the hair and I'm tweeting this because you know what I said. Guess about no job, the other measure. I don't know what is there, man, but you get into power and you lose something.
And I now when him say some of them before the economy were clear intentions.
Oh, yes. Very much so, you know. Meaning, we have a Casapa just said, oh, not dreaming ideas, positive pro Ghana, just said, didn't crowd. Let me tell you, says, man, tell this is if you're in a boom. It's meaning, when we get to power, we see about power corrupts, and not corruption as in corruption, but I think it's mental corruption too. You know, you have a sense of power, and you know, and he then your master.
I disincentive to you, I'm person will try.
Remember some come down by my Miss Woman says, sanity, and she when we treated you, I said,
political party be approach you that, oh, case every percent, has to be to take your office, say, my be 8 PSR.
Obiama approaching me, sir. Obiama approaching me, sir.
Because you are money, you didn't come over, sir.
Some more drum. Oh, think this is the trick. My boom for my boom, the youth, no. No one crap power, no. Honestly, it will be only as a piano will try to link up with Mo because when we say a drum demochi. And she will be approaching one cry. And you know, cry because when him said, what did drum over? Oh, now the Amiano say youth, no, so as a power no more no moon.
Yeah, who you shoot,
most of my friends the same MPP and this MPP and DC. Until Ubia by no more, but come to me, say, Charlie, when you be in this year, some more. You can have some, into 1 year this year, you fewer. Come to crack.
To almost be you see, I had a little bit of strength now. I want to kick. Thank you. The advantage.
Yes.
Then you leave us.
Yeah, because you cry, don't know.
What started series be now here, especially on Facebook. Offer topic B, you write about it for the youth to tap into the knowledge. Meaning say Ugusuya na say Wejaya.
Me come here no much trouble.
No, because
yes.
It was very inspiring. Oh, sorry, now Utimi Redibia, you get some sense of belonging. Patriotism beat me baumu. Timi nim say you should have mess sponsor and
They come what and what from is the interview will be TV radio so said Nipakona very, very impressive things. We need my Jesus. Besides, so then a man starting to what kind of article be a case and trying to change the memo. And
change the memo.
Yes,
that's the name.
Yeah, and the ginger. It is good to know, say, you know, one come take cross and you are buying cry through your writing and Facebook, social media, and you can still make a little difference. You know, to me, attention on this is I'm using the social media as much as I can, you know, to come my best a kind of
see.
Akra,
say, I brought you being a Sikana or so person or debate no cheap na you for me something like a political party. I can't say, area who's room person venture into it in any way.
Sammy, Yamian Ghana on my way, you know, and your partner business and all. Yeah, dream. Well, because the psyche of the Ghanaian has to change. Sa Paulina. Kofa Yesu Brana, Yesu, and I would say Muhammad, and the Buddha Union, I go for this in Amrata, and Jeffrey Nipanusu, and Cassano, a Hona Atuchin. Or until so I say. Because so me can say with some of the paper, case of him because Tina and no more to me or the sending me copper power now. Who be me? Oh, because you do want to so say the mindset that you're dealing with, you know, is almost ungovernable. Your mindset in your brow, And yet, until I hope say more youth no, but some mindset and I'm making difference because fire fire, so I'm changing more fire way super dear. I feel sorry for the nation.
Wow. Okay, so we've not even started a discussion yet. We are still warming ourselves.
We are warming up.
We're still warming ourselves up into what we are going to talk about. Kusinti Misa KSM, my special guest this morning. He is the man in charge of Sapphire Entertainment, and today we have him asking more the relevant questions and again some projects he is up to and what we can also do to support some of these projects. Na ase kromuha ebra Emrante because one more the king of comedy. And the problem is
Papa. Very sad.
Me need to follow.
Me follow.
Na am I regret to say if you hear some pronouncement nana?
Debbie. Sure. And this is to all comedians in Ghana. I mean, they are all terrific. You know, not all terrific per se, but generally. The comedy situation looks very good. Almost yard, they are really trying. Oh, what shall I say? Next day, maybe on a Friday. You know, so they are really trying. At the time, I may pronounce DKB King. I had followed him consistently, not just him, a bunch of them. Now, every time DKB performs his new material, and it's funny. For me as a comedian, that counts for me. You know. Because if I come to your show, my baba 4 times, they all kind of, what's that with my idea? Just you haven't put in that much work. I'm not saying you never repeat it, and after now, sometimes I'll do jokes over again. So, but I'm saying the energy that he was putting into creating new material, I was impressed. Well, and on that reason alone, and having followed then, no, Mr. Charlie, they said, we are king. Until I did the show. And on my own authority, and on the authority of any powers, because I was being called the king, you know, Mr. Kenya, me hand over with the Asheti King. No. You know, see, did it be a buy lately up to now? How did you come in king? So uncalled for me.
Because was it for your Coco King?
Coco King.
Also on your comedy king or
Coco King. Well, anyway, I to me many regrets. At the time, what I'm saying at the time, and not just say up to 9 months aside. This was years ago. You know, it doesn't mean 9 months aside. It doesn't mean anything. But all I'm saying is at the time, because you know, it was just because I followed his work. The amount of work he puts into creating new material, I was very, very impressed. You know, and the level of the comedy. Okay, some great, some not so great, but generally, I was very happy with what I'd seen then. And they say they take over. You know, so the extent that people are taking it now, no, I'm saying, oh, this is if you want a new king, then find somebody else that you want a new king. You know, why do you keep coming about the case and the years and the case and the years?
And the same person who you can see different.
It's me.
Because in recent times, I'm so Glow, one of the Glow artists, and Uncle Yi, he even had to apologize to the people that the comedians who came before him, they actually took all the energy from the audience. So when he came, they did not have energy to laugh again. That was his excuse. And how can KSM give a kinship to such a person who is not consistent? Who is not consistent and or yet not trying to flop it or yet not flop it. These are some of the issues that have come up.
Well, the time that he had been consistent, you know. How many years are we talking about, by the way? I'm not for I said last week because king. This was like 2-3 years ago. So how do you hold somebody now, judging him now for something that I declared 3 years ago? I'm not saying he's fallen or anything, but I'm saying the obsession with KSM, then it came on. I mean, on the mission. And talking about flopping, flopping, so they can come anytime. I remember one show I did, I think it was called Politically Incorrect too. Me flop, up to now, me dream when I'm around. This is about 10 years ago. I still can't get over the level of flop. You know, so me when a comedian flops, I don't tell it into a one come say, oh, cry, you know, you never know what can happen. You know, so the whole king thing.
Did they come back to you with some of the chaos among them because they are still building it, doing shows here and there. Almost every 2 weeks, you know, there is a comedy show elsewhere.
Yeah.
And when some of these issues come up, do they come to you and say, okay, Father, though you are that, can you still give us directions on how to go about it?
No,
they don't.
No. There are one or two people who've been, I said they are in touch with me constantly. You know, were in touch with me. You know, nobody frequents me, so tell you go case. It has never happened before. Except I will call.
Is it your wish they do that?
My doors are always open, Sammy. And they know. Talk to Chemical. I was saying, I'm waiting on my officer. You know, or banner me in appointment to cry, oh, Chemical Manumra. He comes. Before then, way long time ago, funny face, you come to my office. You know, James Brown, I was actually working with James Brown. I was working at Safa. You know, DKB, anytime he's in the area, he will come. So the doors are open. But the thing that I don't do is take the first step. Say, you know, we will. I will give you every information.
But do you like the standard they've gotten to now with the comedy industry? Do you like where they've taken it to now, the level?
Yeah, I'm happy because I always say, there's one time that when you talk about comedy, KSM, NASA, you know, before I came in, well, Fritz Powerful, Tommy Allen Forson, they have done some good stuff, you know. But maybe taking over the another level dominative for almost 10 years. And what kind of comedy I KSM? But to say what comedy, it's not KSM alone. It's not one person. I mean, you know, there's a multitude of them. There's DKB, there's Chemical, there's OB, the doctor, there's Lexi, there's. And you're not going to meet me a name.
Yeah.
So obviously, things have changed, and for the better. I mean, I changed out to a point that they're struggling to find who is king. In my time, it was unopposed. So what I say.
You were unopposed.
Yeah.
But now they have to compete.
Now they have to compete. So obviously, there's some growth. I just said like one person is now no such title, you know. And obviously, there has been some.
But remuneration, what did they tell you? Omokachro say, kakra bomb betting their living and remuneration.
But anyway, no, you know, and I always advise them honestly. You know, I always advise them say, if you're going to comedy, so that and live on comedy, dear Patrol, advise yourself.
Is it because I can't Tiana, but yeah?
I'm telling you, even in the US, right? Most of the comedians that sometimes we see, they look like they have arrived. Trust me, they have other jobs that they are doing. Yeah, they temp, they do all sorts of things to survive. You know, it gets to a level where then we'll trust our threshold now, then fine. But before then, there many of them. You know, go and listen to Kevin Hart's story. You know, let him tell you the struggle. But I say he's got there, so it's like, oh, Kevin Hart, who call yourself Kevin Hart? No, but do you know how he started? So that's a mistake that I think some of my young ones make here, that they're scanning yet, and I agree. I really do agree. But when you staying there long enough and established long enough, you one day be surprised, say, be a telco, be a spokesperson or airline people, so you say, then you are starting to really receive the money that you're looking for. But until then, dear, don't make a mistake. Say, now I'm going to live on comedy. In Ghana here, you know, it takes a lot. And I don't think that the industry has gotten to that stage yet where you can do only comedy. It's funny, comedy that I was doing, is probably about 10% of, less than 10% of what I do really. You know, even though that's what I was known for because of the stage work and things, you know, what I actually survived on and what kept me going was not the comedy. It was an addition. On the mission. So you can't make the mistake and think, oh, but KSM is doing it, he's done it on comedy, I can do it too. Yeah, you can do it, but to get to the point where
that will take care of you.
Yeah, that will take care of you. You know, start a company, hire people on comedy. No, that's comic.
That itself is comic.
That itself is comic, you know.
Now the tradition of Ghanaians going to comedy events, you have been doing this over the years. I think in going through your activities on social media, I saw some old picture. You did something on State of Kwame Nkrumah or something like that.
Yeah.
What is the nature like? Do we really patronize comedy events as Ghanaians?
I don't think we patronize our comedians as much as I would like to see. You know, when they bring the lineup from Nigeria, it's sold out. You know, and when they put a lineup from Ghana, they have to hustle to sell. You know, so the patronage is new point we are comfortable with. You know, the patronage is not at the point where I can say now they have arrived, because once you hear a name, the theater is full. You know, we haven't gotten there yet, so I'm not happy with that. You know, I'm hoping that it will get there, but we're not there yet.
I see. In closing the chapter, your shows that you have been doing, was it last year? Somewhere last year, I heard rumors that you were going to stage your last show. We did not see it happen.
Well,
I don't know if
on the 5th of December
this year.
This year, I'm going to turn 62.
Wow.
And on the 7th of December, I'm doing a show.
Oh, wow.
So
7th
December, National Theatre. I am back with full force. KSM 62. Still kicking.
With swag.
Thank you.
So, is that going to be the last show?
I've been warned not to say last anymore. I've been warned that all I should say is that I'm doing a great performance, and it looks like I'm thinking that maybe, you know, initially I was calling that show the Curtain Call. Then somebody says, oh, Curtain Call, a month frontier say, and a bow out. So I started calling it a bow out. Then somebody said, bow out, said, you know. So really, I'm not saying I will never. What I want to do is be able to eventually be the oldest man, not the oldest young man, the oldest man who has done a one-man show on stage. And they say 85 was a 90 minute. I don't know how much time I have.
You want to be the oldest man to have done a one-man stage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it means the 7th December 2018 show at the National Theatre is not going to be the last show.
No. But I don't know when the next one will. What's I haven't done the show in about 2 years.
Yeah, in about 2 years.
Yeah, about 2
2 years, yeah.
I just chilled, you know, kakra fun, you know. But at 62 day, I feel I should come back in.
Wow.
Okay. Now, the last one you did was at 60.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one was at 60.
Yeah.
And I believe when you finished that show,
Yeah.
The commentary or reviews on it was that it was not to the roof.
Yes.
People did not like it.
Exactly.
That did not scare you with the 7th December one.
Never. And this is my advice to all performers, especially those who are, don't let your last performance scare you. It can. You know, don't let your last performance scare you, cry, because comedy is like that. Sometimes you can deliver, but me especially, because I know what went wrong. I'm very confident.
You know what went wrong?
Yes. I know what went wrong. I can't say it publicly.
I know.
But I know what went wrong.
So you've corrected it, and
yeah,
you know you're going to do it this time round.
Massive.
7th December.
7th December.
Xylophone FM, we are giving you our support today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You've always supported me, though.
I know.
You know, you Sammy. You know, you were not with Xylophone, but you got plus when you were, you know,
I know. Flex, you mean Flex newspaper?
Flex. Yeah. Yes.
So this one to the 7th December concert. Xylophone Media Online also want support. Okay.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So more support coming in for.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
7th December.
And you will not regret this. It won't be like this at the 61 crowd.
This is going to be top notch.
Oh yeah.
Which of your shows recorded the largest number of people, or which of your shows would you say was the successful one, the most successful one?
Efias Yobo. It was that's the first show I sold out 3 days before the show.
Wow.
I always sell out, but I sell out on the day. If you have to go 3 days to the day, there were no tickets in town. Yeah. So that was the most successful.
The 60 years, was it in an election year? It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Because I'm asking, I'm just trying to figure out if election years are good for comedy shows.
Depends on the material.
Whether election years are good for comedy shows, because at that time the system is too hot.
Yeah.
Everybody is thinking about what is going to happen next. So if you are not careful, people will not accept it. But then we are waiting for 7th December.
Yes, 7th December.
So that it is going to happen. But then about movie production, let's go on to the next level. Movie production. Are you still going to do more? You've started a series you'll be talking about. That is the Odo Wahala. We'll be talking about that. But movie productions, are you still encouraged to do more?
I have been encouraged a lot. People are saying, actually, put out one more. You know, do when are you doing your next movie? You know, I might. That one I can't say for sure. You know, there are some ideas that I've been toying with a lot in my mind, and whether I will take it through to do it, I don't know. But I think it's a very exciting idea. You know, but I'm not too sure of the industry yet. You know, when I'm totally at the point where I know that this is a movie that's going to cross borders, that I can sell in Nigeria, can sell in South Africa, you know, that can cross and be like, have a global appeal. That's what I'm developing, then I'll do it. But if I'm not too sure and it's just something that is for the borders of Ghana, then I doubt I would. Yeah.
I see. But how many did you do before putting relaxing your tools? How many movies did you do? I know of Double.
Double was the first major movie.
That was the first major movie.
Before then, I did another movie called Wages of Sin long ago. The man near was I mean.
Okay.
I did the Wages of Sin, and when I was at NYU, you know, I did one other film called Thoughts of a Confused Black Man. You know, it was a play, and then I did a movie on it. You know, so I haven't done that many movies. Double was the first major one and the only major one I've done in Ghana so far. Yeah.
And in all of these productions, you did not even break even?
Double, the D in Double stands for disaster. I will say this, that as a work of art, I think it was fantastic. The casting, the acting, the story, you know. But as a commercial venture, it was a disaster. Only because I don't know, but I'm thinking that I had really been branded with comedy and laughter, you know. So I would think that 90% of people that came, and they came and it wasn't comedy, you know. So I think that alone just was a strike. But it wasn't meant to be funny. It was a deep psychological thriller, you know. So I think the brand that I had then and the product that people were expecting conflicted. So it didn't do well at all at the box office.
I see.
I made a mistake and went for a loan for that movie. And the bank almost took my house.
For the Double movie?
Yeah.
You went for a loan?
Yes. I didn't call court. Yeah, you done any. You've heard it here first too. Say,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your beautiful house.
Oh,
Charlie, with all the birds.
with all the birds. Oh, yeah, man. I went to court. Yeah, I'll mention my lawyer's name, man. Tad, sorry.
Oh, Tadia,
Tad,
sorry. Yeah.
Tad, wherever you are, know that I'm forever grateful because
Tadia, sorry.
yeah, he fought for me, man.
He is Black Rasta's lawyer as well.
Oh, really?
yes.
Oh, he fought for me. Yeah, so you know, after that event, I'm not in a hurry to do another movie. And if I was going to do a movie, I'll make sure that I wouldn't take a look.
Then it means that you really have respect for those who are still in the business.
Oh, yes! You know, I do. You know, Salam, no, I respect them so much.
Because you wonder how they are doing.
Yeah, you know, Ramesh is coming up with a new one.
Yes.
Bad Luck Joe.
Bad Luck Joe.
It's a fantastic movie, by the way, you know.
They should pay the cash.
Oh, yeah, they should, yeah. Oh,
What did she say?
They should pay the cast.
she has her own story.
She has her own story.
Yeah, she has her own story.
Well, here's the thing, you know. Because Jim Busiano, we a budget of how much we should be. So you find anybody who did double, oh yeah, crowd. And even all my TV series that I've done, there's nobody. I'm in the car there from 9 bars. I pay you right up.
Yes, I got paid.
Yes, that's what you do. You know, if you don't have the money, then don't go into it. But when you have actors coming to and actresses coming to devote and make your movie the movie that it is, and then have to come and chase you after that for their pay,
Terrible.
we just say, oh, and see, when I do it there, I make sure it's done and done well and right.
See,
Yeah.
KSM is still my special guest this morning. Now let's talk about TV productions. Is KSM show the longest running television show in Ghana now?
No, I would say the longest in that format.
Let's combine it from Thank God It's Friday
Mhm.
till the new name KSM
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, I think for that format, an entertainment interview, variety media, I would say it is, you know. But that's the longest show. There are shows like Talking Point and things that are. Before your boy, you know, yeah. But in that format, I can confidently say yes, it should be. In that format, yes, it is.
So how many years have you been doing it? From the Thank God It's Friday.
Thank God It's Friday started in 2002. Who can do the math for me?
2002 till 2018.
Yeah.
I see. How many years? 16. Hey, I see. That is 16 years. And you change Barabi Brain.
You know the funny thing of late, me be okay, so I grew up on your show, really. Let me surprise.
And they are still following.
And they're still following, you know.
What keeps it going? What keeps because it's never a boring show.
Yeah.
Anytime bringing in something new. At the point, I even had a segment on it.
Yes, you did.
I know.
We miss you. Telephone push you, and I'm a tracker.
That's okay, the mileage and the exposure was very, very big. I must be very honest.
Yeah.
What keeps it going?
I try and keep it relevant by, I guess, touching on the issues that people want to talk about. And also looking for people who are doing great things, but only in the quiet, you know, so you bring it out and people are shocked and impressed at the same time, you know. I brought you because, let me tell you, I was back then, let me tell you, this guy is exciting, you know. Why? It's time to invite him on my show. I'm a friend, you know, I just have to listen to, be attracted to something that I think is worthy of celebration. So I think that's the feel that has kept it going for all this time, because there's always something to celebrate. You know, there's always some freshness, you know, there's that. So that's my guess. Me feel say I'm still relevant for 16 years and it's still going strong. I have a list of so many people who want to come on. You know, there's still so much demand to be on the show. You know, so
that is very positive.
Yeah.
I always watch the show and I ask myself, is KSM even going to have a slot for sponsors? Because this is a program that, you know, it is just a program ready to sell. How do you get people who want to come on it, sponsors? Can someone even call that, oh, I want to come and sponsor a segment of the show?
Oh, definitely. You can call now. Oh, definitely. You know, fortunately, I haven't had the problem. You know, when I approach people, you know, they are willing, and some people even approach me that we have this. Can we, you know?
So there are still available slots that someone can come and do business on it.
Oh yes.
Okay. All right. So guys, I believe you know how to go about it. When we are done, call me. I'll connect you to KSM.
That's right.
Have
That's
slots
right.
there. I even suspect the shirt you're wearing is one of the sponsors' products. Because
Well,
it's really beautiful. I like it.
Thank you very much. It's a KOD shirt and
Oh, this KOD shirt.
this KOD
1957.
Wow. And he promises that he's going to sponsor.
Wow.
KOD today, I'm a train, you know. But yeah.
But this is very beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, now TV productions. We saw Oja series.
Yeah.
And now we've also seen another one that is Odo Wahala.
Yeah.
All these are KSM's productions or Sapphire productions.
Yeah.
The Oja show, how did it go? Because I know it ended after some seasons.
Yeah, the Oja show was a commission show.
Oh, it was a commission show?
Yeah, it was a commission show.
Someone contracted?
Someone contracted, yeah, BUSAC, the business advocacy, you know, so they gave me a contract, they wanted for this length of time. These are the, so
because
that was
they had a
done for
theme
them.
they wanted you to sell for them.
Exactly. You know, and before that was Build Your Ark. That was also a contractual from SNIT. You know, so I did it. You know, and then on Radio 2. You know, so those were done on contract. Yeah.
So even as it stands now, if there is any entity that needs such a project you've done for them, they can contact Sapphire to do it for them.
Oh yeah. If they have a project that they want to push through drama, you know, they are free to. You know.
And I hope it's affordable.
But
I hope it's affordable.
it has to be, because now, Charlie, if you're not affordable, nobody will mind you.
I know.
Because the system is tight.
I know. Okay, so Odo Wahala, when is it coming up?
Odo Wahala, coming up pretty shortly. Well, it's going to be on Adom TV.
Yeah.
So they are going to decide on the day, but I think they want to be happy with the level of promotion that they put out there, and then they have a way of testing the market. When they feel that it's been promoted enough and to go, then they will, you know. So I expect soon.
What is the concept of Odo Wahala?
Odo Wahala is a regular courtroom program. You know. But then again, I was saying that there's so many courtroom shows now. You know, we have Ahife, we have you know, they are courtroom programs. You know? So I was thinking, how do I make it different? You know, so in order to make it different, I created this scenario where it's almost like an e-court, electronic court. You know, so the judge is sitting there, and the people, the defendant and the plaintiff, they are beamed to the studio through sunlight on TV screens. So we have an episode where the man is in Lagos, the woman is in Ashoma. You know, and the judge is dealing with their case. So the whole idea is that we've entered a digital age. So even the court system now is gone digital. You know, so it was taking advantage of what's in now. So the Odo Wahala is set as a courtroom issue case, but it's almost a digital court, an electronic court. You know, and so that breaks away from the monotony of sitting in court and then, you know, the same courtroom. Lawyer, yeah. That was just to break away from that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So court in a digital way.
Court in a digital way.
I see. I've seen some one or two teasers.
Yeah.
So can you have some teasers? Okay, let's listen to it briefly.
Now before me Teddy, they don't have this and Teddy. Or I just baby, Teddy, you know, I just baby. Half and now, just baby Michael. Teddy.
Baby, hey, my lord.
The more for a few boys, Yakon. See a demo.
Okay, so you heard one of the promos. Sticker, let's go for the other one, and we are going to expect it soon.
Odo Wahala.
I said you are worried. Me practically say me prime money me you go 6 months into 6 months.
I see. Now, Kesa, who are the characters? I think I've seen different faces. So
Yeah.
Who is the main woman?
The main woman.
judge?
The main woman. Her name is Enima
Okay.
Misa Jambo.
Hey.
Hey.
So it runs in the blood. Huh?
Somebody told me, hey, Safa, no friends and family.
It runs
No,
in
and
the
the mom
family.
is technically me ba because my eldest brother the ba no. Now, if you want the power all the time be out to me. Said you this who cry. No, look at that. Say, yeah, why they say me be issue. One the capa, why they be issue. Then I need a candidate grow, you know. So when I started this court Wahala, I had somebody different playing the role, you know, and something happened, so I had to recast. And trust me, it went. Wait a minute. You want me a place that role. You know? Give it to me a place that role. It's my friend now buy it. The year and a slight, you know, audition of you got it. After the first few shows that we taped, everybody thought say we a renowned actress. Well, not renowned, but professional. She's so spot on, so talented, you know. I think it's her talent that will carry the show. You know, the cases are very fascinating, very, very interesting.
So
cases.
it's more about relationship and love.
And then I odo hala. You know, I worry any odo musensem
To address relationship issues.
address relationship issues. Yeah,
Have you retired from radio finally?
I think so.
You wouldn't do it again.
Come here na mama for me. Miss America said, Miss Amin, put me on America. So tell it. Only a young man, come on, Caribbean. Nam, come on, Caribbean. You know, but actually, I don't know. It depends. You know, if I have a programmer, I can really interact with the youth because they say they me. That's my only obsession now. You know, how I can help the youth. Yeah, change that psyche. You know, until you know, maybe that I'll consider doing some weekly thing or something. But yeah, so far there many full-time energy for radio.
Wow, great time with KSM here. I know my people have a lot to say, so while KSM is sipping on some water, let me get to my people. They can also ask or contribute to this discussion. Paulina,